A new housing project is set to give thousands of low to middle income earning Durban residents a new lease on life. The Cornubia Integrated Human Settlements Development Project is divided into two phases. The first phase is complete. After the second phase, there will be 28,000 units altogether. But to tell us more about this initiative is the minister in this portfolio. Please welcome Connie September onto the program. Thank you very, very much. It's so lovely to have you on Morning Live.
Thank you so much for having me too. Thank you much for the invite.
It's a pleasure. Now, this, of course, is a multi-billion rand project. Tell us, how did the project all start? Where did it all come about?
Leanne, we're obviously extremely excited about the fact that the first phase of the project is about to be launched, and particularly in the month of our 20 years of democracy that we are celebrating. This project is a culmination of our entire infrastructure program that the country is having. You would have seen the very many different things that we have launched. And this project was announced in 2010 by the President, started in 2011, and we're now with the first phase. And what is extremely significant about this project, Leanne, is the fact that we have been able to deal with very significant things, and that is the following. You know, in South Africa, we continue to make sure as we roll out houses that we've got to break the spatial apartheid legacy. Yeah. This project is doing exactly that. Secondly, this project is located close to the airport, is located close to the Durban CBD. This project will give people clinics, housing. This project will give people schools. This project is extremely integrated in the way human settlements is supposed to be. There's recreational facilities, there will be the mixed housing and so on that you have seen. Yeah. But very importantly, the people that we're bringing into those houses is the character of our non-racial character in South Africa. We're bringing very many different races into that project. And very importantly, we're bringing into that project people that we are absolutely dealing a blow to the informal settlements that we are having in the country. So those people that are moving in, they're coming from informal settlements and so on. And so I think that we have really done very well in this 20 years of our democracy with this project.
So the first phase is complete, as you were saying, and you'll be handing over the units to the family this weekend. How many units are being handed over this coming weekend?
482 of the units will be handed over by the President, Jacob Zuma, on Sunday. Yeah. And as you know, the project is a continuous process. As you have said, you know, we envisage 15,000. Of them, and by the time that it's completed, we would have, we hope to have 28,000 that would be covered in there. So we're really talking mega,
yeah. And dramatically improving people's lives. Because
absolutely,
you have a house, you have your pride, you have, you know, where they say home is where the heart is. And, and I mean, if you don't have that, there's just, you know, what else have you got? So you have a roof over your head. It makes things easier. How were these families selected?
You're absolutely right, Leanne, in what you are saying. This for us is absolutely, this launch is about houses, security and comfort, what the Freedom Charter says. These families obviously have been selected by the, this project is an integrated one with the municipality, with the province, and with various departments, including the private sector also. So they would have gone through the selection of the different families, and they would have made sure that, you know, the age are covered, those that are heading households, women, and those that are the vulnerable of the vulnerable society. Remember, this project brings together rental stock. This project brings together what we call the gap market. The gap market are those people that are not able to get a low-cost house because they earn too much. Neither can they go to the bank to get a loan. And government has made available this, what we call the FLISP program, the Financially Linked Independent Subsidy Program, that enables you now to go to the bank to get this loan. So that group of people would be covered in here. Bonded houses would be covered in here. So the selection would feed into all these different type of houses that we are going to have.
Now, the deadline was actually June last year. This was missed. What happened? What was behind this?
Well, of course, Leanne, you know, when we deal with different typologies, when we deal with very many different disciplines that need to come in, water that has to be installed in there, and as we go along, you know, how we need to deal with the soil that is there and all of those things. And they were just very genuine reasons as to why the deadline has not been met. But we are there, Leanne.
All right. KwaZulu-Natal officials have mentioned that people living in informal settlements situated near hazardous areas would be given the first preference. Yes. And that I imagine is how the allocation process also works.
They would be people that are, for example, in your floodplains.
Okay.
And those are these vulnerable people that we are talking about that would be in here. But, Leanne, you know, very significantly, the project has been, has involved young people in the community with many jobs that has been created. So this project is really an ownership of the community. It's a project of a culmination of very many different people that would be in there. Adjacent to this project is a new industrial area that are about to be opened in there also. So we have the entire spectrum, as I said earlier on, of human settlements. Our absolutely flagship program that we are launching in this in this area. People can walk to school.
Yeah.
They will walk to their place of work. They would be able to have the clinic facilities and so on, as I have said.
Lovely. Just finally, we talk about 28,000 units that will be completed, hospitals, schools, shopping facilities, all of this coming up. When will this be completed?
This project is not is a project that we hope that's going to roll over between 15 to 20 years, because 28,000 units obviously will not be built tomorrow.
Yeah.
So everything that I've explained will be in this period of time that we would be doing. And as these phases are completed, people would be allowed to move in here.
Minister, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming in and talking to us. Good luck for this weekend. I'm sure there are going to be cameras there capturing those very happy families that are moving into their homes. And we'll show our viewers, I'm sure, as that does happen. The Minister in the portfolio of Human Settlements, Connie September, talking to us here on Morning Live. Thank you for being our guest.
Thank you so much for having us.
All right, the time now is 10 minutes before